Imagine you are standing in a place that has shaped the history of Western civilization. Athens, the city of philosophers, gods, and heroes. A place where every stone tells a story. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to explore the city and uncover its secrets? Let's stroll together through the streets and over the hills of Athens and discover 8 impressive sights that this city has to offer. Stay tuned so you don't miss anything worth knowing. Acropolis. The Acropolis towers majestically on a hill above Athens and is a symbol of ancient Greek civilization. The Parthenon Temple, dedicated to the goddess Athena, was built in the 5th century BC. Did you know that the Acropolis was once brightly painted? You can still see traces of these colors today. The temple has an amazing optical illusion. The columns are slightly tilted inwards so that they appear perfectly straight from below. What many people don't know, the Acropolis is particularly impressive at night when it is illuminated by floodlights. Plaka. Plaka is one of the oldest neighborhoods in Athens and is often referred to as the village under the Acropolis. Here you will find narrow, winding alleyways and charming tavernas that will transport you back to traditional Greece. Plaka is famous for its neoclassical architecture, reminiscent of the glory days of Athens. Plaka is home to the Lysicrates Monument, which was erected in the 4th century BC as a prize for the best theater choir. Can you imagine strolling through these alleyways and taking a break in one of the small cafes? The ancient Agora. The Agora was once the center of public life in ancient Athens, where philosophies were debated and political decisions were made. The well-preserved Temple of Hephaestus stands on the Agora and is one of the best-preserved temples of ancient Greece. This is where Socrates gave his famous speeches. Who knows? Maybe you can stand on the same stones he once spoke on. In the Agora Museum, you can admire ancient works of art and everyday artifacts of the Greeks. The Agora offers a fantastic view of the Acropolis. Imagine how the Athenians once enjoyed this view. National Garden of Athens. The National Garden is a green oasis in the heart of the city and extends over 15.5 hectares. Originally laid out as a royal garden in the 19th century, it is now home to rare plants and ancient ruins. There is a small zoo in the garden, an insider tip that many tourists overlook. Here you will also find a beautiful water lily pond, perfect for a relaxing stroll. The National Garden was once the private garden of Queen Amalia, the first queen of Greece. Olympian, Temple of Olympian Zeus. The Temple of Olympian Zeus was once the largest temple in Greece, of which 15 impressive columns still stand today. Construction of the temple began in the 6th century BC, but was only completed around 600 years later under Emperor Hadrian. The Roman Emperor Hadrian had his own statue erected nearby, which stood opposite that of Zeus. During storms or strong winds, the pillars almost look like a giant organ when the wind blows through them. Imagine entering this colossus of antiquity and following in the footsteps of those who stood here centuries ago. Panathinaikos Stadium. The Panathinaikos Stadium is the only stadium in the world made entirely of marble. The first Olympic Games of modern times were held here in 1896. The stadium was originally built in the 4th century BC to host the Panathenaic Games. It offers space for up to 50,000 spectators and is still a popular venue today. Can you imagine how the crowds cheered back then as athletes fought for glory and honor? The National Archaeological Museum. The National Archaeological Museum houses over 11,000 exhibits and is one of the most important museums in the world. Here you will find the famous Mask of Agamemnon, one of the oldest gold masks in the world. The collections include artifacts from over 5,000 years of Greek history, from early times to late antiquity. The museum also has an impressive collection of statues from ancient Greece that show the development of art. Did you know that the museum regularly hosts international exhibitions, allowing you to look beyond the borders of Greece? Lycabettus Hill. Lycabettus Hill is the highest point in Athens and offers a breathtaking view over the entire city as far as the sea. According to legend, Athena dropped the hill when she was carrying a stone from the Acropolis. At the top of the hill is the small white chapel of St. George. There is a cable car that takes you comfortably to the summit, or you can make the ascent on foot. The view from up here is an unforgettable experience, especially at sunset. Why not experience it for yourself? Athens, a city full of myths, history, and impressive architecture. And yet there is so much more to discover. In the video description, you will find a link to help you plan your own trip to Athens. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to my channel, SightseeingSprints. Activate the bell so you never miss a new video. There are many more exciting places to discover. Now you have a choice. Discover one of the 2 videos that you can now see directly on your screen. Both will take you to other fascinating destinations that will inspire you. So, where should you go next?